Regents exam. Algebra 1, August 2016, problem number 24. Milton has his money invested in a stock portfolio. The value, v of x, of his portfolio can be modeled with the function b of x equals 30,000 times 0.78 raised to the power of x, where x is the number of years since he made his investment. Which statement describes the rate of change of the value of his portfolio? In this problem, we need to determine how the value of a particular investment is changing every year. We can determine this by analyzing the function v of x. Notice that the function v of x represents an exponential function. Recall that an exponential function has the following form: a times the quantity 1 plus or minus r raised to the power of t. Here, a represents the initial amount. For this problem, the initial amount is 30,000, the initial investment. The quantity 1 plus or minus r represents the base of the exponential function. In this quantity, r represents either the rate of growth or rate of decay, expressed as a decimal. When the base is a number greater than 1, then the function represents an exponential growth function. If the base is a number between 0 and 1, the function represents an exponential decay function. The function v of x has a base equal to 0.78, a number between 0 and 1. This means that this function is modeling an exponential decay function. So the initial investment is losing value with time. Looking at the options, we can go ahead and eliminate options 3 and 4, since these options describe an investment that is growing with time. With those options eliminated, we now need to determine if the portfolio is decreasing 78 or 22% per year. We determine this by equating the value of the base, in this case 0.78, with the quantity 1 minus r. The reason why we equate this value with 1 minus r as opposed to 1 plus r is because we are dealing with an exponential decay model. If this was an exponential growth model, then we would equate the value of the base with 1 plus r. Solving for r, we obtain 0.22, or 22%. This means that the rate of decay is 22%. In other words, the portfolio is decreasing 22% per year. Looking at the remaining options, we see that option 2 is a perfect match, so option 2 is a final answer.